Attention seniors and retirees. A brand new Social Security rule takes effect today that could impact your benefits in ways you need to know. Stay tuned to understand what this means for you and how to prepare. If this helps, please give the video a like. Starting today, a significant Social Security update takes effect that could impact millions of American retirees and seniors. This change isn't just another routine tweak. It affects how benefits are managed and delivered, potentially influencing when and how you receive your monthly payments. For those relying on Social Security as a key part of their income, understanding this adjustment is essential for financial stability and peace of mind. The Social Security Administration continuously works to improve its systems and policies to serve beneficiaries more effectively. However, these updates can sometimes fly under the radar or be misunderstood. That's why getting accurate, official information is so important. This new rule reflects the SSA's commitment to ensuring benefits are distributed securely and promptly, protecting your hard-earned money and making the process smoother for everyone involved. Whether you receive retirement, disability, or supplemental security income benefits, this change could have direct effects on your payments or account management. Being informed empowers you to prepare and respond appropriately, preventing confusion or delays. In this video, we'll explore exactly what this new rule means, how it might affect your Social Security experience, and what steps you can take to stay ahead. Hey folks, thanks for stopping by today. If you're a retiree, senior, or someone counting on Social Security or SSI, this video is one you don't want to miss. Starting today, the Social Security Administration is rolling out a brand new rule that's going to shake up how things have been done for years. Now, I know when it comes to Social Security, you want straight talk. No fluff, no wild guesses, just the real deal. So let's get right into it. Now, this new rule isn't some small tweak you'll barely notice. It's a solid change designed to make sure benefits reach you in a smoother, safer way. The SSA is basically tightening things up to protect your hard-earned cash from delays and, more importantly, from fraud, which has been a real pain in the neck for a lot of folks lately. If you've ever worried about whether your Social Security check would hit your account on time or if you'd be the target of some slick scammer, this update aims to tackle those headaches head-on. Let's break down what this means for you. For starters, the SSA is changing some of the verification steps when you update your direct deposit info or personal details. Before, it was a bit easier for scammers to sneak in by posing as beneficiaries and making changes to accounts, which sometimes led to delays or worse, stolen benefits. With this new rule, the agency is beefing up security protocols, which means it might take a little longer when you submit changes, but that extra wait time is there to keep your benefits safe. Trust me, it's better to wait an extra day or two than have your money stolen by some shady character. So here's an example to paint the picture. Let's say you're a retiree named Betty, living on a fixed income in Ohio. Betty needs to update her bank account information because she recently switched banks. Under the old system, Betty would just call the SSA or log into her online account, make the change, and bam! The new deposit would start rolling into her new account in the next payment cycle. But now, with the new rule kicking in, Betty might be asked to verify her identity more thoroughly, maybe by providing extra documents or answering security questions. This process might take a little longer than she's used to, but it's there to make sure no imposters are sneaking in. Another piece to this puzzle is how the SSA is handling benefit suspensions. If for any reason your payment is stopped, maybe due to missing paperwork or verification issues, the new rule outlines stricter guidelines on how those suspensions are reviewed and lifted. This is good news because it means more consistency and transparency. No more wondering why your payment was cut off or when it'll start again. The SSA will have clearer processes to get things back on track faster. And hey, if you're on supplemental security income, or SSI, this update matters to you just as much. SSI payments help folks with limited income and resources, and making sure those payments come through without a hitch is a big deal. The SSA is making similar changes to how they verify eligibility and payments for SSI recipients, so everyone gets treated fairly and securely. Now, I get it. Change like this can be a bit frustrating. Nobody likes waiting longer or having to jump through extra hoops, especially when it's your money on the line. But think about it like this. You wouldn't leave your front door unlocked just to make it easier to get inside, right? The SSA is basically locking the doors tighter so only the right folks get in. Let me also toss in a quick heads up. If you plan on making any updates to your Social Security or SSI info soon, like changing your address, bank account, or phone number, make sure you're prepared for these new steps. Double-check that you have your documents ready, like your Social Security card, ID, or bank statements. Having everything on hand can make the process less of a hassle. And here's a little tip. The best way to handle your Social Security info these days is through the official My Social Security online portal. It's free, secure, and lets you manage your details from the comfort of your own home without waiting on hold for hours. Plus, you can track your payments, check your earnings record, and get official updates straight from the source. If you haven't set up your account yet, I highly recommend doing it soon, especially now with this new rule in place. On top of all this, the SSA is rolling out new communication protocols to keep you better informed. That means if there's ever an issue with your payments or if they need extra info from you, you should hear from them quicker and clearer than before. No more cryptic letters or confusing phone calls, just straightforward info to keep you in the loop. Now, a lot of you might be wondering, does this mean my payments will be late every month? Nope. The SSA is fully aware that many folks depend on their checks to cover rent, groceries, meds, and bills. They're working hard behind the scenes to keep payments on time. The new verification steps won't slow down regular monthly deposits, but if you make changes to your info, you'll want to plan ahead so there's no hiccup. Also, this new rule doesn't change how much money you get from Social Security or SSI. It's strictly about how your payments are processed and secured. So if you're expecting your usual monthly check, that won't be affected by this change. Okay, let's switch gears for a moment and talk about scams, because unfortunately, they're still out there, trying to cash in on Social Security recipients. The SSA estimates that millions of dollars are lost each year to fraud schemes targeting retirees and disabled folks. With these new rules, the agency is doubling down on fighting those scammers. They're beefing up identity verification, improving fraud detection systems, and working with law enforcement to track down bad actors. Here's a real-life scenario to bring this home. Imagine a senior named Joe who gets a call from someone claiming to be from Social Security, asking for his Social Security number to verify his account. Joe's savvy, so he knows better than to give out that info. But some folks fall for these scams every day, losing money or having their identities stolen. With the new SSA rules, it becomes harder for scammers to make changes or steal benefits, which helps protect Joe and thousands of others just like him. If you ever get suspicious calls, emails, or messages claiming to be from Social Security, don't hesitate to hang up and report it directly to the SSA's Office of the Inspector General. Never share your Social Security number or bank info over the phone or email unless you initiated the contact and are absolutely sure who you're talking to. Now, while we're on this topic, it's always a good idea to review your Social Security statements regularly. That way, you can spot anything fishy early on. You can do this easily through your online My Social Security account or by calling the SSA directly. All right, shifting back to the new rule, another important part is how the SSA will handle situations where a beneficiary passes away. The agency is improving its procedures for verifying deaths and stopping payments promptly to avoid accidental overpayments or fraud. This may sound a bit uncomfortable to talk about, but it's an essential step to keep the system fair and secure for everyone. For surviving family members receiving benefits, the SSA is working to make the transition process smoother so they get the help they need without unnecessary delays or confusion. For example, if a spouse or dependent is eligible for survivor benefits, the SSA's new protocols aim to speed up approvals while keeping fraud checks tight. Now, I want to make sure you're not left wondering what to do next. If you receive Social Security or SSI, take a moment to check your contact info with the SSA. Make sure your mailing address, phone number, and email are up to date, so you don't miss any important notifications. And if you plan to make any changes to your payment info or personal details, get ready for the new verification process and allow some extra time. And hey, if you found this info useful so far, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. It really helps others find clear, reliable updates like this. Also, if you've had experiences with Social Security changes or want to share your thoughts about the new rule, drop a comment below. We're building a community here where we look out for each other and keep everyone informed. Before we dive any deeper, a quick reminder: always stick to official Social Security sources for your info. Websites ending in .gov, the SSA's official phone numbers, and secure online portals are your best bet. Avoid clicking on sketchy links or relying on social media rumors that can lead to confusion or scams. Alright, back to the practical side. If you're wondering how long these new verification steps might slow down updates to your account, the SSA hasn't given an exact timeline yet, but from what we know, the extra time should only be a few days to a week. It's a small price to pay for the peace of mind that comes with tighter security. Imagine you're Frank, a disabled veteran receiving SSI. Frank recently moved to a new apartment and needs to update his address and bank info. Under the new system, Frank will need to verify his identity with some extra documentation. While this might delay the change for a short while, it also means Frank's benefits are less likely to be compromised by fraudsters. That trade-off is worth it. Also, if you're someone who manages benefits for a spouse or parent, keep this info handy. These new rules mean you'll have to be prepared with all necessary documents when making changes on their behalf. On the flip side, the SSA is investing in better technology to speed up these processes in the near future. So while the rollout might feel a bit slow at first, it's setting the stage for smoother experiences down the line. One more thing before we keep rolling. If you've never signed up for the SSA's My Social Security online account, now's the perfect time. It's a game changer for managing your benefits with ease. You can view your payment schedule, update info, and get official alerts all in one secure spot. And the best part? You can do it without ever leaving your couch. All right, folks, as we keep navigating these changes, remember this: Social Security has been the backbone for millions of Americans for decades, providing stability in retirement, disability, and tough times. These new rules show the agency's commitment to keeping your benefits safe and reliable. To wrap things up, this new SSA rule marks a significant step forward in protecting your Social Security and SSI benefits. While the extra security measures might mean a little more time when you update your information, the peace of mind that comes with knowing your hard-earned money is safeguarded is priceless. It's all about making sure your benefits land safely in your hands without interruption or risk. Remember, these changes don't affect the amount you receive or your eligibility. They focus solely on securing the process. So, if you see a slight delay when making updates or hear from the SSA asking for extra verification, don't panic. It's simply the system doing its job to keep you safe from fraudsters and errors. If you haven't already, setting up and regularly using your My Social Security account is one of the best ways to stay on top of your benefits. It's secure, convenient, and puts you in control. Plus, the SSA will send you official updates through this platform, so you won't miss a thing. Finally, stay alert for scams. The SSA will never call or email asking for sensitive information out of the blue. If you ever get suspicious messages, report them immediately. Protecting yourself is just as important as trusting official updates. Thanks for watching and trusting us to bring you straightforward, accurate Social Security news. If this video helped you, please give it a like, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe for more updates that matter to you. Your financial security is important, and staying informed is the best way to keep it strong. Take care, stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next video.